Yo, what's up, y'all? And thanks for dropping by. If you're a Black Clover fan, you're in for a little treat, because for this video I'm doing something a little similar to a chapter review, but not exactly a chapter review. I'm going to talk about 3 major key points in chapter 261 of the manga. This won't be a weekly thing. I will only talk about the key points of chapters that really got me hyped. So let's get this thing started. Okay, so the first key point of chapter 261. So Dr. Owen is examining Gash's body after being wrecked by Dante, who used his gravity magic to manipulate Earth into a sword, and he impaled Gash's chest with it. Really cool attack at the expense of Gash, of course. And out of desperation to save Gash's life, Gray discovered a new spell, which healed Gash almost completely, or rather it did heal him completely. Dr. Owen explained to Gray that healing was beyond recovery, and that Gash's very tissues have been reassembled. So Gray's magic might not be transformation at all, only misinterpreted as transformation magic. So let's break this down a bit. If Gash's tissues have been reassembled, there's only one thing that connects it to transformation or makes it look like transformation magic, and that is the ability to transmutate. The ability of deconstructing and reconstructing tissue is a form of transmutation. And at the core of transmutation is the manipulation of all matter. And this explains why Gray's magic can convert anything she sees, herself and other people's magic. Her magic could be reconstructing things at a molecular level. Yes, there is a science to magic. In my belief, science and magic are one and the same. At least in my beliefs. And as a power system researcher, I'll have to give it a good 80% chance that Gray's magic is some type of transmutation magic or matter manipulation magic. Key point number 2. Asta's condition after his fight with the Dark Triads. As we can see, Asta had to give up his arm for more power in order to take down Dante. And in my opinion, I don't think he should give up any more of his body to his anti-magic devil. Unless you like the idea of a permanent devil Asta. I know I don't. In fact, I really hope he finds a way to restore his arm back to normal. Asta did what he had to do, but man, that arm is damn ugly. I don't want you shaking hands with me, I don't want you giving me any dap, I don't want you touching my food. Like, Asta should really avoid taking a piss or jacking off with that arm. But enough about that. Asta's waking up out of his sleep just seems out of pure guilt for not being able to save Captain Yami. Asta just gets hit with this wave of negative emotions after seeing that Yami's katana is really stored inside his grimoire after using it. This means that any physical object tainted by anti-magic can be stored in Asta's grimoire. It's not like Asta can store anything inside his grimoire. So far as we've seen, just physical objects that he used as weapons. Because if I had Asta's grimoire and I discovered that power, I would be trying to put fried chicken in my grimoire, probably some backwoods. But the fried chicken and the backwoods probably have to be tainted by anti-magic before being stored in the grimoire. Which means I'm eating fried chicken seasoned with anti-magic and smoking on anti-magic kush. Key point number 3. A mysterious figure stops Asta from doing anything reckless. This mysterious person is revealed, and we finally, after all these months and years, get the introduction of Black Clover's vice captain. And me, just like any other Black Clover fan, have been hyped for the reveal of the Black Bull's vice captain. His name is Nacht, which means night, I think in German. And we even get a glimpse of Nacht's magic, because he used it to stop Asta. It seems like his magic is shadow manipulation. The building that the Black Bulls are recovering in is a huge building. So it casts a huge shadow at night or in daytime. When Asta left the building, he was still touching that huge shadow from the building structure. And shortly after being detained, Asta used his anti-magic to negate his binding, which is really interesting because the shadow of that building already originally belonged to that building. This means that whatever spell Noct cast turned the building shadow in essence to a form of magic. Because if the building shadow wasn't, then Asta wouldn't be able to affect it. He can also use the existing shadow to summon these hands to further restrain Asta. So as long as shadows exist on any solid object, I'm guessing Noct can manipulate it any way he chooses. The fact that Noct has shadow magic means that he's from the Clover Kingdom or somewhere else, because that shadow magic is not derived from the 4 core elements of mana, which means Noct is from a place where the divine protection is lost. It could be the Clover Kingdom, it could be where Yami's from, or somewhere else entirely. The fact that Yami has darkness magic proves that where he's from does not have its divine protection of mana as well. Okay guys, so that's it for the 3 key point breakdown of chapter 261. Like I said, I will not be doing these weekly. I want to talk about this chapter because it gave me a few insights on Black Clover's power system. If you want to hear about Noct being discussed even further, as well as predicaments for what's going to happen with Asta, you can check out Quancredible's channel, you can check out JosukeD's channel, and you can also check out J Cloud's Anime Talk. I will leave a link in the description below for all 3 of these YouTubers. Until next time, thanks for watching guys. Magnolia signing out.
Fat break with a nigga bitch, no I can't lay on. Used to be down for a minute, now nigga gotta stay on. It's a fee for the pimpin' and the hoe, no, now they gotta pay on. About to kick dough down to the hoe right now, we on the way up. Nigga play with me, I'ma go ahead and lay on my pellet. Throw me that toys I catch, no bad leg, but a nigga been stepping in bed.